Finally, the trading robot to help you with your trading is here. Now, this is known as the CSAF4x version 1 trading robot, also known as EA Expert Advisor. Now, I'm going to be telling you the many benefits of this robot, and of course, how to install it, how to implement, and of course, other things around the robot. First things first, it is called the CSAF4x version 1, and it is known as a semi-automated robot. Semi-automated robot, which simply means that you are going to be giving it the commands for entry and also for exit. Semi-automated, you are going to be instructing the robot on what to do for you. I'm going to explain further so that you know how to use it and take advantage of it. So the benefits, number one, is execution of trades based on the instructions that you give it, and I'm going to show you shortly. And then also execution of risk management and execution of trade management. These aspects are very, very important. Another benefit is that it can be used on 24 hours basis, meaning that as long as the market is opened, you can use this trading robot. You do not have to be in front of your system. That is the beautiful thing about it. Speed and precision. For example, if you are a scalper, you know most times scalpers are using stop loss of 5 pips or 10 pips thereabout, and they don't have time to put in the stop loss. But with this semi-automated EA, with this semi-automated robot, automatically you place your trade, it automatically does what? It puts in the values for you based on your instructions. You can put in 10 pips stop loss, 20 pips take profit, and immediately you place the trade, it puts those parameters in and you are good to go, right? And then it also helps you with discipline, helps you become a better disciplined trader. It helps you to avoid staring at the charts. Another issue that traders are guilty of, they stare at the charts too much. But then if you have your EA robot working for you, you don't have to. And then you can also multitask as a result. It also helps you with psychology. We all know that psychology has to do with our emotions. It's going to help us to control our emotions because you have already set the parameters and the robot does the rest. So it's going to help us to save time. Save time, very key, very, very important. So these are just the few benefits out of many of this trading robot, the semi-automated CSAF4x version 1 EA Expert Advisor that is going to help you to improve drastically in your trading. So I'm going to show you the installation now. If you look over here to the navigator section here at this bottom, you can see under Expert Advisor, we only have the ones that are here by default, the MACD sample and the moving average. So we don't have the CSA F4X version 1 here. I'm going to show you how to install it. You have to first of all go to the folder where the file is. This is the folder here. This is it here. I'm going to copy. Once I copy this, I'll copy, and then I'm going to open up the section, right? I'm going to go back to this aspect on the trading application. That's the platform, and then click on File, and then click on Open Data Folder. Once I click on Open Data Folder, something is going to pop up, and that is the data folder that we have here. I'm going to click on MQL4, and then click on Export, and then I'm going to dump. That is, I'm going to paste that robot over here, right click, and then paste it here. Now you can see it has already appeared here. And then I can as well close it and then go back to the trading application. So here on the trading application, you can see it's not here. You can either close the trading application or right click here and then go to refresh. And then voila, you should be able to see the CSAF4x version 1. So this is the robot over here. It's now under the expert advisors, but we still need to put it on the chart. I could either right click and then click on attach to a chart, or I can simply double click on it and then this pops up. I click on common. You don't need to do anything here. as long as allow live trading is on here and allow trading, auto trading is also on here. Let me close this first of all, meaning that this has to be green. If it's off, it will be red. Click on it, it is green, then it's good to go. Then come back here, you could either double click or right click, attach to a chart, and that's the chart that we have in front of us. Make sure allow live trading is ticked. Go to input, and then you can put in your different parameters here. I'm just going to quickly breeze through these parameters. Under the first one, by touch description. This simply means that when you put a horizontal line or a trend line, you can input this into it and then put in the volume that you want to place the trade. You must always know your volume or your lot size that you're going to be placing into that trade. For you to know that, I would always advise that you use a calculator. And on the CSAF4x website, we have a school, and I'm going to navigate there now. So this is the school over here. You can scroll down to number 7, position size calculator. Click on it. This pops up, and then put in your account balance, whatever it is. Let's assume $1,000. Put in your risk. Let's say you're putting in 2% of your risk. Click here. It tells you that 2% is $20. And let's say our stop loss is, let's just say 10 pips. And then we're trading Euro USD. Click on calculate. It tells you that your volume is 0.2. So this is what you have over here based on what we have gotten from our position size calculator. And that is when you know that based on this EA over here, you're going to input the value 0.2. So I'm going to show you how to do this now. Well, first of all, I'm going to do something. I'm going to click on OK. We're going to come back to this section, click on OK. So this here, I'm going to draw a horizontal line on the chart. So this is horizontal line. I'll double click and then right click, go to horizontal line properties. Over here, I'm going to put in the T by dash 0.2. This simply means that it is going to buy on a touch. On a touch, this is the T touch of that line is going to trigger a buy. So if I click on OK, this is the line over here waiting to be triggered on a buy. And if you go back to our parameters for our robot, right click here, go to expert advisors, click on properties. You can see T by dash. T by dash, and with the lot size that we just did, we have gotten the lot size based on the calculator that we use, position size. You could also do a T sell, which is a touch on sell. We could do a cross on buy, meaning that once it crosses that line, right? Once it crosses that line, it's going to buy. Or it crosses the line to sell, depending on the parameters that you put, it's going to do what you have done, told it to do. So this is the line over here that we have put here to buy at 0.2. But then let us continue with the parameters that we have on the expert advisors under properties. Here we have the stop loss at 500. Please note that this 500 is not 500 pips, but rather it is 500 points. So it is going to be 50 pips, 50 pips. So if you want to use 20 pips, click here, delete it, and then put 200. 200 is going to represent 20 pips. Right, this one is showing 1,000, so 1,000 is 100 pips. You can leave it like that based on your analysis or whatever, or put in your value that you want. Now, let's even just change this to probably 600, which is 60 pips. Now, take note, you are the one that you are putting in the values. That is why it is a semi-automated robot, right? If it's a fully automated robot, it's going to do it for you directly. But you have to be in control of your trading. And then once you put in the parameters, don't forget it is a trading assist, right? So that you don't have to stare at the charts for too long. It's going to help you with discipline. It's going to help you with psychology to control your emotions and so on. Now, what do you do from here, right? You see the break even. Break even simply means that when the trade starts to go in your favor, like this one is 400, which means 40 pips. Once it starts to go in your favor and it gets to 40 pips, it's going to move that stop loss to the entry point, which is known as break even. And then trailing stop over here, as you can see, 250, 25 pips. This simply means that when the trade starts to move in your favor, by the time it moves 25 pips in your favor, it's going to move the stop loss also behind. It's going to be trailing it by 25. So if it moves to 50 pips in your favor, it's going to be trailing it by 25 behind. If it moves to 70 pips in your favor, is going to be behind by 45 pips. Yes, 45 pips. I hope you understand the concept of trailing stop. Now, partial close, you want to close a particular percentage. Now, this 50 here is 50%, right? If you want to close 20%, you close 20, put 20 there. When you close 50%, put 50 here, whatever value. This means that based on this partial close pips, once it gets to 30 pips here, once the trade in your favor gets to 30 pips, it's going to close half of that position. It's going to close half of that position over here. So this is these are the parameters for the trading robot that you have over here, and we've explained them all one after the other. So you are the one after your analysis. You know the amount of stop loss, the amount of take profit, how you want to put your break even, trailing stop, and then how much you would like to close based on a particular percentage for partial closing trade management technique. By the time we click on OK, now you can see nothing has happened because this trade here has not triggered. Let's even assume we place the trade manually. If you place the trade manually by going to new order, and then you click here, maybe put 0.2 or whatever volume you have put 0.2, whatever the value, whether buy or sell you want to do, click on buy as an example. Immediately click on buy, you can see that the stop loss will be imputed. This is the stop loss over here, and the take profit too is going to be there. Take profit, we can't see it, so we need to what? Move to another time frame, and then we can see the take profit here. 60 pips stop loss over here. So you can see that it is also imputed here under the terminal section at the bottom over here, where you can see stop loss and take profit here. And you notice that we did not do this manually, but this EA, this robot, helped us to put that in automatically. And as we said, it is a trading assist based on what you have put, and it's going to help you to do the rest. So this is an example. Obviously, we won't be able to wait for these parameters to be met, but one thing I always try to do is that for you to test it, and I would always advise test it on the demo account. For you to test it, you can close up these parameters. You can first of all say, okay, do a partial close of 50% when it gets to 1 pip, just 1 pip profit. So at 1 pip profit, that would be what? That would be 10. Don't forget, this 10 over here represents 1 pip. And I do that, and then maybe I could say start trailing at 5 pips. So I'll just put 50 for 5 pips. You can just tweak it, test it on the demo account, and see how it works for you. By the time we click on OK, these are the new parameters that we have, but then we have to wait for your profits section over here. You can see the profit that we have over here is reading -5, right? Which is not up to 1 pip. 1 pip would be what? Would be 10. Right? So let's see whether it gets there. If it gets there, you're going to see, let me change the time frame so that we can see this better. By the time it gets there, you're going to notice something. You're going to notice that this 0.2 that we have over here, right? At the end of the day, it gets to just 1 0, which is 1 pip. It is then going to become 0.10, meaning that half of that position has been closed at 1 pip. So this is how you are going to be using this CSAF4x version 1 trading robot, trading expert advisor that would help you, that would assist you in your trading. You don't have to stare at the market. It's going to help you for your discipline, it's going to help you for your psychology, and a whole lot of other things. Basically, it's going to help your trading to get much smoother and then save you a lot of time, which is very key and very important. Now you can see it's at -4. It's not even up to 1 pip yet because 1 pip profit has to be 10, right? So 10 would be 1.0. And that's what we're trying to wait for here. We're going to wait a bit and see whether it gets there. But the market for now is rather slow. But then if it gets there, you'll see how it goes. Now, for you to make use of this trading robot, all you have to do is to request for it, and then you'll be given access, 2 weeks free access to it. This is how you are going to be using this trading robot. And it is one that I have been using now, and I'm going to still work on a fully automated robot and do some testing, back testing, and so on based on my trading strategy, right? -7, as you can see, this is yet to get to 1 pip of 1 0. But by the time you test this thoroughly, then you will see for yourself how it works. and then you would notice that it's going to help you to improve drastically, because you are not going to be staring at the chat. So I want to run up now, and I want to say thank you for joining me. It has indeed been a good one. You have any questions on this semi-automated robot, all you have to do is ask. And of course, you get the robot and test it. If you have any questions, we would be here to cater to them. Thank you, guys. It has indeed been a good one. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye for now. Cheers.